Craig being our oldest, firstborn, we had an experience with him being a young new parent. He had gotten pneumonia as, what was he probably? Was he a year old or less? We took him to Coldwater, the hospital, remember? He had diarrhea, I guess. So he was dehydrated. Mm-hmm. So we took him to the hospital where he was born at. And he was just in an infant stage, and so they were going to keep him, put him in a little baby bed. Nancy was going to stay, and I went back home to get some things to take back because she was going to be there in a while. And so I was gone probably 20 minutes one way and 20 minutes back, 45 minutes, and I walked into the room, and there was Craig laying in the bed, and I looked over, and his head was as big as a beach ball. But you get my point. Here's the first little baby with a big swollen head. I go running out there. I said, nurse, come quickly. I said, something's happened. She walked in there just as calm as, the needle slipped. They put one of those needles feeding him through his head in the vein or something, and it had slipped out, and you know the story, but I think, boy, as a new parent, I was in panic. So, you know. Yeah.
So is your daughter a little angel?
What? How's that now?
Is your daughter an angel?
Well,
let's see. You gotta be careful of her and chocolate.
Oh, right.
Pianos.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that.
I did try to paint the piano with a bottle of Hershey's chocolate syrup.
Oh, right. As you do.
When I was 2.
Yeah. So for years, there were certain keys that would be like stuck together.
I told Meg, though, if you hadn't been a nurse, you might have been a vet, but you really had a true love for animals and pets. And where we live out in an addition, not in town, and close to a highway. Invariably, we'd get a stray once in a while, cat, primarily, more cats than dogs. Bless her heart, Lindy would take it in, and we'd try to keep it, and it wasn't, but within a week, killed, there's the carcass.
Ran over.
Yeah, here's old Dad, I gotta go out and bury another pet. I bet I probably did that 5 or 6 times with a heartbreak of hers. She said, why does this keep happening to us,
That brings me back to a story of my mum's sister. She was pushing me in a pram, and she let go, and it ran down the hill and hit the wall, cut my head open. And sure sign, it said surgery. She took me in there, and it was a veterinary surgery. I had a vet sew my head up.
Really? Hey, kind of emergency, yeah.
Well, we had a cat.
So now I'm not allowed to sit on the sofa.
Is that why you cut it?
Well, one of Lindy's cats we took to the vet.
Perfect.
And somebody opened up the door and it ran out of the vet and we never saw it again.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You thought the cat had been safe, but it ran out of the vet. So we ended up spotty.
Well, another episode involving her, she wasn't very old, I want to say maybe 2.
That's not the one.
Where we live, we get those real ugly mushrooms that grow up in the yard. And so we was in the house, the kids were outside on the driveway playing, remember, and we came out, and Craig was with her at that point in time. Remember, she ate one of those mushrooms. Well, she put it in her mouth.
Yeah.
So, we panicked. We didn't know because you hear about poisonous mushrooms. So rather than take any chances, we called the pharmacist and took her in. And did they end up pumping her stomach?
No, she took the
she took some kind of thing, but normally they might pump your stomach, get that out. We didn't know if it was a poisonous mushroom or not, but it was another learning process. So that's why you love mushrooms on a pizza and everything else.
I hate mushrooms.
You either love them or you hate them. She didn't. That's why I say she didn't get that from me. I'm not a mushroom eater. Are you a mushroom
Aren't you
eater?
glad that
Just
you
to
went
let y'all
ahead?
know here, we're going to dedicate a dance here for Andrea and your dad.
Yes.
I wanted to leave this song. It's from Heartland called I Loved Her First. And I wanted to, if you can maybe get it on yours here.
I'm gonna have to download it.
Okay,
So-
I got it on YouTube here, so I was just going to give them their time.
Yeah.
Because he took great care of you and did so much for you, and I wanted to give this time for you both for what you've done in her life. I wanted to dedicate this song to the Lord and to all mixed up for you because He has done these things that people haven't seen. So
This is your first chance to dance with the new wife.
Yeah, so
Sorry, Doug, she's yours now.
kicking her first.
You signed the paper.
You're the one that did a lot, and I'm gonna, well, at least have a song here to dedicate this time that she wanted. She really wanted to
Yeah, good,
have
good
this
idea.
last dance with you.
It's not a fast one, is it?
Good idea. Twist.
Okay, I
So
got
at
it.
least, and then you can maybe. You got it, Lindy?
This is so wrong.
And there.
She's got it.
Who's singing? Unbelievable.
Don't worry about it.
Listen to the words then. It's amazing, isn't it? In Florida.
Keep going towards the door.
Come back soon.
Okay?
Yeah. Let's make it really hard for the cameraman.
Tissues!
Get out of it. $100 bill tissues.
Are you alright leaving me here? It's my dream.
Come on, man. Obviously, that won't be sadly, is it? You won't stop me.
You want to leave me here? I'm This time I'm not going to get on a train and run back.
No,
I'm staying.
it's too far. It's fine. Remember that?
Yeah, really. Really.
What happened?
Can't speak to me on that.
I know I was taking this nursery for a reason.
Not speak to me.
Yeah, amazing. Really amazing.
That's what I saw. Doug, I now officially hand over.
Okay.
You can sign here.
Thank you much.
Alright. You guys
Can I do
dancing?
Michael
Yeah,
Douglas?
we need to see the bride and groom.
Can I do
a
this
short
sign?
tough guy here.
Do you want to do Matthew West when I say I do?
I would rather do this. Michael W. Smith. You belong to me.
Yeah, that's good.
Can you do You Belong to Me by Michael W. Smith?
DJ.